Hey guys, welcome to the Heroes of the Storm balance patch notes of July 15th, 2020, take 1. There we go. There's a new balance patch in the Nexomania on the July 15th. Let's jump right into it and see what's new. First of all, the climate phenomena anomaly has been disabled. No more snow, thunder, lightning shield, and so forth. One of the less popular Nexus anomalies, I think, and also wreaking havoc on some people's computer performance. It is going to be gone from 15th July onwards. Now, let's jump into the balance patch and each individual hero. As I am wont to do, I try to do a quick prediction whether it's going to be a nerf, a buff, or a change to each hero to see how well this patch is going to hit this spot. Blaze, I'm going to say buff. Cho, buff. Diablo, buff. ETC, nerf. Garrosh, buff. Johanna, nerf. Morgana's, buff. May, nerf. Muradin, buff. Stitches, buff. Let's see if it's true. We can go over the list at the very end of this notes. Zul, change. Yrel, change. Kharazim, buff. Morales, change. Rhaegar, nerf on Bloodlust. Maive, change. They're going to try to not make her completely level 16 dependent again, if that's true. Cassia, nerf. Tassadar, nerf. Gall, buff. Greymane, change. Mephisto, change. And Tychus, buff. Let's see if we were right. First of all, Blaze. Adrenaline stim pack. While Blaze has over 80% health, gain 25% attack speed and 10% bonus movement speed. This is additional functionality. Because normally... Oh, this is a passive. Like anytime you are over health, you do have bonus attack speed and movement speed. That's pretty cool. And then you can still activate it for extra attack speeds. Still though, I don't know if we're going to take it because there is that unstoppable 15 globe talent. Endurance stim pack, passive, which gives a shield, like 600 shield, a shorter cooldown, and also when you're damaged while you're below health, Endurance stim pack will automatically cast if it is not on cooldown. There is a small downside in that, isn't there? Like maybe you don't want to waste the cooldown even though you're about to die and it's available. But I think for the most part, well, this is very friendly to noobs. But maybe you should be able to turn it off. Maybe sometimes you want to drop from 30 to 20% life, but you don't want to have it turn on. I think this kind of makes it worse in a way, for pros at least, but better for noobs. And maybe that's what they want to address with the change. So I'm not definitively against it. But it could mess with some things like Ancestral, Divine Palm, and some other things. Neural Stim Pack, more mana, restoration. Thank you for the sub, Lauron. Incinerator Gauntlets is now moved from level 7 and it no longer causes basics to light oil spills. This is a great change. Incinerator Gauntlets is a pretty cool talent that allowed you to do more splash damage. But it accidentally set your oil spill on fire, which meant that at level 4 you always needed to pick the talent that allows fiery oil to still do slows. Otherwise you would remove slows without any agency over the matter because of Incinerator Gauntlets, unless you don't do any auto attacks, which is large. So that was a bit weird. So this is a good change. You can always use your Q to light oil on fire. Meltdown will now do more damage reduction. That's his trait if you pick it. It's pretty cool. I think this is a cool talent. Adhesive Petroleum is moved from level 4, so it's swapped places with the gauntlets. The slow is now 35%, the duration is 3 seconds, and oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, that makes sense. So this is the fiery oil still slows, which will also be a little bit more, a little bit longer, and helps with your basics. Well, that's pretty cool. We're changing up many of Blaze's early game talents to have some more unique use cases and to generally improve diversity. Oh, yeah, I fixed it. Thank you for letting me know, guys. The bottom of the screen is now there. We're giving him some more reliable early game wave clear as well by moving Incinerator Gauntlets to an earlier level and removing the effect of causing basic. Yeah. Cho. New functionality. Granting 1 stack of Will of Cho when killing enemy minions. Move from level 20. It's now at level 1. So when you kill minions, you get Will of Cho. Hero takedowns get 10 stacks. 1 armor for every 30 stacks. So Cho had this weird quest that was really strong, but it came into play at level 20, which means, well, it's very late game quest, but it gave a lot of armor for every kill you got. But now it's earlier on, and it's both minion and hero based. Up to a max of 10 armor, and this is permanent armor, and it stacks with Ogre Hide. Okay. Uppercut is not as much max health anymore, but there is a CDR. Okay. Seared Flesh. Attack bonus damage is kept when attacking different heroic targets. Yeah, that really ruined it. And it's only lost after 5 seconds or when a non-heroic enemy is attacked. Good change. Power Surge. 30% slow, 15% movement while charging and after casting. Okay. Good change. Bit more versatile. Ruined Gauntlet. CDR percentage. This is reducing your ult, I believe. More CDR. And Fuel for the Flame is now moved from level 1. Causes minion enemies to explode when you basic attack them. Wow. Basic attacks against any enemy causes them to explode, dealing 21 damage to them instantly and 45 to nearbys. Damage is doubled against heroes. Wow. Hot damn. But this does compete with the ranged attack that Cho can get. So you either get explosive auto attacks or ranged slowing attacks. But it's pretty damn cool. Alright, Diablo. Shadow Charge. Luckily I'm also narrating it, right? Shadow Charge. Diablo. Cooldown reduced by 1 second. Mana reduced. Overpower cooldown reduced by 1 second. Mana reduced. Life Leech is now more lifesteal. And even more when you're at full souls. Wow. But not as good as getting souls from your queue, I think. So I probably still wouldn't take it. But then again, 4% max health when you're at full souls is pretty damn crazy. Diablo level like 20 has like nearly 10k HP. So you're healing at 200 life per auto attack. It's pretty sick. Hellfire, more damage. Okay, slightly underperforming. This is cool. I love Diablo. I'm gonna play him more then. ETC. Cooldown increase for face melt. That is fair. And mana increase. Yeah, I think that's fair. He's a little bit too good at face melt. I thought they were gonna nerf the level 4 and the level 13, but they just addressed the W itself. That's a pretty big nerf, but it's fair. He's top tank, even if I can't seem to win with him. Garrosh. Ability effects now occur at the start of the ability's cast rather than at the end. I don't know. I don't know what it means. Body check. Can slow more often. Oh, the heal? He heals before it hits instead of healing at the very end. Okay. Right. Body check, more slow and can do it more often. Mortal Kombat has now been reclassified as an E talent. Rough Landing is gone. New talent, Seasoned Soldier. Gain 5% max health. Increase Groundbreaker's slow duration by 1 second. And Bloodthirst gains an additional charge. 5 max health. Longer slow. And 2 Ws. That's great for solo tanking in a defensive way. Death Wish is now also an increase of taunt duration for half a second. And Deadly... Yes! The crappy ability of a lot of slows with a bit of damage instead of taunt got pretty good at level 20. A quarter damage reduction. Now it is insane at level 20. Just get to 20 and Garrosh is gonna do you good. Cool. It's still pretty grief not taking it at 10, and not taking it at 10 could prevent you from winning until level 20. But if you do get to 20, which you will because you can't win earlier with Decimate, but when you get there, you will save them. So you will be the hero. You'll be the comeback king, maybe. Inner Rage. No longer causes the cooldown of body check to recharge faster. Additional functionality. Increase the healing reduction of body check by an additional 45%. Cool. I'd like to try out Garrosh and Diablo. Johanna nerf. Radiating Faith. Blessed Shield stun duration against all targets reduced from 2 to 1.75. Okay, so she gets like 1 extra bounce and half an extra second. But now it's like not as extra good. Morgana's bonus damage, cooldown reduction, mana reduction, and slow increase. Small buffs. Overall he's doing fine. He did get nerfed, but let's just buff him a bit. Okay. May. More CDR from her Q talent. Crystallize now only allows you to reduce the trait from 40 to 30 instead of from 40 to 25. And the spell armor, 50 spell armor during it and after it is now after is only 1 second instead of 2. Avalanche plus 5 seconds. Snowball. Ice wall minus 20. A small reshuffle. This is a very important talent as a nerf. This one didn't get picked as much as a buff. Nerf got picked a lot. Buff didn't get picked a lot. I'd say it's mostly a change. May's introduction to the Nexus has been very cool. Her crisp performance has solidified her as a powerful member of any team. She's doing well, but is not showing signs of being too strong. I do agree with this. Some people keep saying she's very strong, but I feel like she's just new. That's why everyone's playing her. And I don't think she's super strong, but her trait overall does feel very strong, and they nerf it a bit. I think that's fair. Thunderclap, more slows. Small buff. Stitches nerf to his health, but a buff to his hook range again. They keep playing around with this. Slam, 5 mana reduction, and more damage. Always baseline more damage to minion merc. Wow. So Stitches is going to be one of the main wave clear tanks again. I kind of want to play him too now. Fishing hook, they take away what they give on the baseline. To open up a more possible team comps, what makes Johanna special is wave clear compared to others. Stitches needed a buff, so we're experimenting with giving him comparable wave clear. And then he can hook more. We're also removing the health buff, so he's more about hook and wave clear. Okay, interesting. That's fun. Stitches is fun. Zul, less damage, less skeleton damage, less attack speed reduction. Ah, wait, movement and attack speed bonus is reduced. Yeah, less bonus to the skellies. Who picks this even? Is this even good? Maybe it is. I always take the Q, full Q. No offense. Weaken, less. Yeah, okay. Zul's still a bit too powerful. Nerfs to Zul. Urel. More healing when hitting one hero, if you take that talent. And more healing when you hit... healing bonus when hitting more than one enemy hero. Yeah, more when you hit more. Less physical armor reduction for Dauntlets. More healing if you proc an ability on an enemy. It's good changes so far. Karazin, more W heal. Okay. Morales, more armor on her W. That's very strong, 35 armor. This is a pretty big change. Various heroes can already gain 20 to 25 armor, so she's not as relevant anymore. That's fair. I think that's true. Morales is pretty bad right now. She has her place, but overall not very good. Bloodlust only 6 seconds and not as much healing. Yes, good nerf. That means that the level 20 double duration is only 12, not 16. That's also a very big deal. Maive. Additional functionality for W. Each hero hit by Spirit of Vengeance reduces the cooldown of Umbral. That sounds like a buff. I don't know her that well. More slows. Containment disc buff. And Vengeful Knives buff. She's overall buffed. Just buffs to all the unused talents. Cassia, less auto attack, less health. Less bonus attack speed. Less bonus attack damage. Less health, and less damage. This is an important one, but I'm not sure it's enough, because this talent is really crazy. I think Cassia is still very good, but it is a nerf. Gall. You can now reactivate. I thought you could do this already. Buff. Activate to reduce CDR, to reduce the cooldown of Shadow Flame and Dread Orb to just 2 seconds for the next 6. 30 second CDR. Twilight Frenzy. Huh. Sounds a little more interesting to play Gall now. A little bit of extra skill involved. Cursed Bullet. Wasn't it 35 once? 35, 30, 40, now 35. But yeah, 40 is a lot. It is a lot. But I don't feel like we see Greymane that much, at least at my level. Maybe it's better at Grandmaster. Lightning Nova nerf. Furious Spark nerf. And Q buff. Oh, he's changed. Mephisto is performing a bit too well when playing W. Huh. Tassadar. Oh. Wait, do I even pick beam alignment? Yeah, I pick it all the time.
Hail, Executor.
That's a pity. Reduces the mana cost of Shock Ray as well. Arc Discharge now has the attack range. Oh, that's the worst. Bruh. Archon less shield. So small nerfs. And they remove the range here, but you do have CDR on, you do have less cost on the mana. I think it's not enough of a nerf to Tassadar, to be honest. But I mean, we don't steamroll every game we get Tass, but he does feel very strong. Ah, if you get stunned or rooted, 30 armor. Overkill now also slows enemy movement speed by 25. What was it? It's like more range? Oh, they embedded the level 16 Q in the level 13 Q. So you only need to take 1 talent. But if you go for the spell armor, you get 4 seconds. Lead Rain has been embedded in Spray and Pray. Sizzling attacks is now at 16. There's also armor piercing. When you overkill an enemy, its damage against them is increased. Ah, so if you keep targeting the same, they will take loads of damage. Each enemy hero hit by frag grenade reduces its cooldown by 1 second. A level 16 talent. Oh yeah, this is the 5% max health grenade, and you get some CDR. I always take this because the Q talents were so bad. This makes it better, but he's got some other cool alternatives. This is minigun on every auto attack. That's pretty crazy, 1%. It's really good. Can do this all day. Another Q talent at 20, so they want to make his Q a bit more interesting. We're giving him loads of compelling options. Reduce overkill cooldown. While channeling overkill, Tychus gains armor. Wow! I want to try Q build Tychus. And some bug fixes. Awesome. So were we right on the heroes buffs and nerfs? Not everything. Looks like Cass is eager to play as well. Let's go.